Welcome back to another Front Porch Friday. Yes, I know I didn't do one last week. I think that's the first one I missed in the last 20 some odd weeks. So I deserve a break. Now, my ex wife had cancer surgery, and so I spent a few days with my daughter, staying with my daughter, keeping her company. She's well capable of staying by herself and everything, but I think she liked having daddy around and daddy liked being there. So spending some time with my daughter. So anyway, I didn't get a video posted last week. In fact, I missed a couple videos. So anyway, we're we're back on track this week. I just got in from a beautiful morning here. You see it's green. Uh, just took a nice about hour and a half walk through the woods, made a big circle, come back up, checking my game cameras, and sure enough, hadn't checked them in months, but sure enough, somebody stole one. And I think I know who it was, but that's okay because I'm gonna put another one right back in the same spot, but this time I'm gonna put another camera about 10 feet up, watching it. So come back again, steal another $30 camera, and then I'll be able to give the game warden, sheriff's department, some good footage of you stealing cameras. But anyway, I know when you put cameras out in woods, you know, there's a chance they get stolen, especially on public ground. That's why I use $30 cameras. They work good for what I use them for, and I mean, you're leaving basically, well, with the memory card and the batteries, you're leaving about a $40 bill out in the woods. And if somebody comes upon a $40 bill in the woods, they're gonna pick it up. So, so some people, oh, what about leave somebody else's stuff alone? Well, in an ideal, perfect world, everybody would leave other people's crap alone, but we don't live in a perfect, ideal world. I knew when I put those cameras out, there was a chance that they would get stolen. And I'm irked, but does it absolutely surprise me? No. Like I said, I think I know who did it because the location I had to put it in, thought I felt a tick on me. You had to be deliberately coming down that creek because it's really thick in there and it's just out of the way. Most people wouldn't walk down in there unless you're deliberately looking for something, and this guy was probably looking for a place to put traps. That's fine. So anyway, on to today's discussion. I hope y'all done well. I hope you had a great week. If you had a great week, go ahead and hit that like button down below. Um, if you had a crappy week, hit the dislike button twice. So if you haven't subscribed, help me out, subscribe. And I love to read your comments. Don't care what they're about. Pretty much. Keep it clean, they'll stay up. I take criticism pretty well. Take compliments too. So, so anyway, hadn't been on the channel, hadn't been on really YouTube much, but for whatever reason, I looked at my driver's license a couple of weeks ago. Oops. How do they expect people to remember their driver's license expiration date years in advance? I don't know. I'm worst at it. Now, when I lived in Texas, I believe they expired the last day of the month of your birthday. They seem to be easy to remember when I lived in Texas. I still think I've got a kick from it. Here, they expire the last month, 3 years, I guess, or 5 years from when you got your driver's license. 3 years, I think. And then come find out, I had a CDL since, sound like a big old gobbler sounding off way down there. Okay. I had a CDL since 1998, 97 or 98, maybe 1997. And I hadn't used it in 20 years. No, 15 to 16 years, something like 17 years, something. But I always kept it up because, you know, I got it. And so, but this last time I went to renew my license, she goes, "Where's your DOT medical card?" I ain't got one. Well, you have to have a DOT medical card and before you can get one. I said, well, the last time you told me that, 3 years prior, all you did was put the restriction that I could drive in state and intrastate. And nope, nope, you gotta have a DOT medical card now. Just good, give me a regular driver's license. Well, I'm reading the CDL manual because I may have an opportunity coming up to drive CDL. Um, and that's going to be a whole nother video. Damn it. I start thinking about ticks, I feel them all over me. So, I'm reading, if I read the CDL manual, she lied to me. I could have kept my CDL without having a DT as long as you drive in state. So I think the lady lied to me. I think she just didn't want to deal with me. And so she just blew me off and, you know, all that. So it wouldn't be the first time it's happened at that DMV, and people at the DMV wonder why you get bad reps. So anyway, chased that squirrel long enough. So I looked at my driver's license. They had expired like 2 months ago. So I walked into the place where my daughter just got her driver's license back in February, and I walked in and I said, I need a driver's license. Big sign up. We no longer do driver's license. Blah, 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 blah. Something about real ID. Because Oklahoma, as far as I know, is the last state, or one of the last states, to implement real ID. And so, as typical Oklahoma fashion, from what I'm hearing from people working at these tag agencies, they chose the cheapest system they could find with the least amount of training. So now everybody's backed up. Well, I do have the option to get a non-compliant driver's license renewal. Okay, just give me the non-compliant. Just give me a driver's license, right? Walk in, get your picture taken, they take your information off your old one. 10 minutes later, you're walking out with a driver's license. Those days are gone, at least here in Oklahoma. Lady said, well, you can do it online. Go to online and do it online. Driver's license online. So I went online and went to the website, and as soon as I got there, I realized it was the same damn website that I used last year to try to get unemployment, because I was self-employed through that pandemic crap. What a horrible, crappy ordeal that was. Never did get my unemployment, so I just gave up. Oh, good grief. I cannot tell you how many times I had to re-upload everything. And I thought, oh, not this website. And this is supposed to be the sparkling jewel of the state of Oklahoma, this white website. My, okay. And bull. Bunch of incompetent oafs. So anyway, I said, well, this is probably going to end up like the unemployment. But I did what they said. Renewal for driver's license, non-compliant, no real ID. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick. 3 weeks later, still nothing. Because you can see in there when they looked at your file on it, nothing. Crap, I need a driver's license. Called up the tag agency that does driver's license by my daughter. Well, sir, we open at 7 and people start lining up at 5 a.m. Oh my gosh, you've got to be joking me. So I thought, screw that. I guess I'll wait on that. I am not waiting on mine, you know, that like that. To get a real ID, you have to make an appointment. And some tag agencies just stop taking appointments. They just say, get in line, first come, first serve. Well, the lines start forming 2 to 3 hours before they open. Some of them that still do take appointments are 2 months out. That's stupid. So, I happen to, most tagging agencies are not open on Saturday here, but some are. Some of the busier ones are. So I went out that morning, got me some coffee, my daughter's, because I didn't want to make it, and she was asleep, and I was trying to be quiet. And it's like 7 a.m. I thought, that tag agency's right down the street. I'm just going to drive down and see if there's a line there. 4 other people at 7:30. Well, they open at 9, so that's only an hour and a half. I'm getting in line. So I got in line. We all out there. There was a couple other cars pulled up. Nobody's getting out because it was chilly. But once that first person got out, everybody else, and we, nice enough, we all, okay, you were here, you were here. We all got in the line in order we came. And we waited there an hour and a half outside. Once we got inside, we had to wait at least 30 minutes before they started doing the driver's license. 3.5 hours later, well, I walked out at 10:30 with a piece of paper saying I had a driver's license. The actual driver's license now, it has to be mailed from Oklahoma City. What the hell? Really? Leave it to the state of Oklahoma to screw up a perfectly good system. When I deal with the state, it makes me want to move. It really does. When I lived in Texas, not that I was crazy in love with Texas, because I had issues there too, but not with the DMV. Just a long wait with the DMV, like any other DMV, but squirrel. But Oklahoma just, I don't know. I could go on about how corrupt I think they are and all that, but that doesn't do nothing. So anyway, sooner or later, if I want to fly or go into a federal building, I'll need a real ID. I thought, what is so special about this real ID? So I did start digging. I'm looking at Oklahoma website. Well, surely Oklahoma can't be right, because it can't be that simple, right? So I started looking at other states. Real ID, real ID, real ID. Only damn difference is you got a little star at the upper right corner. Boy, how hard, if I wanted to counterfeit me a driver's license, how hard would it be to put that star up there? You've got to be freaking joking me. Yes, you have to take down, your birth certificate and some utility bills and crap like that. But really, the only difference is there's a little star at the upper right that says, "I got a real ID." Stupid. 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 What is the whole purpose of real ID? Well, the official word from the DHS is that it's to make our information more consistent and secure. Really? Pretty damn secure before, as secure as it's going to get. Because now you got us going to a damn website that any kindergarten hacker could probably hack if they wanted to, because the crap doesn't work. Oh. No, what the real reason is, it's easier to track you, because all this came about right after 9/11. I think the Real ID Act was passed in 2005. It's part of that whole, to keep their thumb on you, to know exactly where you're at, all this other stuff, all the time. It's well, you're a conspiracy theorist. Why else would they have something so difficult to try to make it even more complicated to get? And it ends up being a little star at the upper right that any rookie hacker or counterfeiter could counterfeit. We're from the government. We're here to help you. We'll make your lives easier. Yeah, you bet. Well, anyway, I know this turned out be more of a rant than anything else. And I dread having to go back and get my CDL. I really do. I just wanted to slap that woman so bad, go back in that DMV, but because I'm pretty sure she lied to me. Pretty sure she lied to me. Can't prove it. I mean, I hadn't really studied, but whatever. Behind me, just move forward, get my CDL again. Don't drink the grounds. So anyway, I hope y'all weekend is awesome. We got some new birds at the feeder. So I hope your weekend is awesome. I thank you for checking in, and again, help me out by liking, subscribing, sharing this video. If you know someone else who's fed up with the DMV, who's fed up trying to get a real ID or any other crap, and if you got a good excuse, I'm sorry, if you have a good explanation why the real ID is helpful, let me know. Because really, how many terrorist attacks have we had since on our airline since 2011, or in the federal building since 2001? I'm sorry. I believe that would be zero, wouldn't it? I mean, I think we had that one guy that was mad at the IRS in Austin or something years ago, tried to fly a plane into it, but he was a private plane, didn't need real ID to get past that. So anyway, hear my neighbor going down through the woods here. Plane overhead. I never realized how many planes went overhead till I started doing these fast speed up videos and everything. They sound like, I don't know, they sound pretty cool. So, but anyway, if you can explain to me what the real ID is and why we need it, I'd sure appreciate that, because from my point of view, it's just another form of keeping their thumb on you, knowing where you're at all times. Doesn't even make no sense to me, no more than what they require to get it. Huh. I don't know what he's doing. Maybe he's going fishing. I just came from, that, like I said, that walk. And so anyway, it was about a 2-mile walk this morning. Beautiful in the woods. So this weekend's supposed to be beautiful. So I hope y'all have a great one. Thank you for watching, and catch you on the next one. I'm out.